Okay, so now let's take a look at how we can manipulate this audio information using Ableton Live's tools. First of all, let's take a look at the clip view right here. So if you can't see your audio, make sure you're not on this tab right here, but on this one on the left-hand side. And then you'll see this opens up the clip view. And here we can do a couple of things. We can rename the audio right here. So let's call this Tibetan Bowl. And now you can see not only has the clip been named this, but it's automatically named our track Tibetan Bowl, which is pretty cool. We can also change the color of our clip. So let's make it orange, for instance. And you can see we can do that here. We can also right click on our clips, if I haven't mentioned that already, and select different colors. So let me just put it back on green. And here we have a couple of cool things. We can change the volume information. As you can see, this is a very quiet audio signal because the sound of the Tibetan Bowl itself is pretty quiet. So I can go in and adjust the gain by sliding this upwards, and you'll see the waveform getting larger. Now, you don't want to go too high that you can't see the tips of these curves, because that means we're clipping. So make sure to bring it down to a safe region, maybe something like this. So it's still nice and loud, but there's no issues of clipping, which will digitally distort the sound, which you don't want, trust me. Actually, this is on 19.4. Let me just put it back down to 0 by double clicking in here. Let's put this on solo and let's play this back. So this is about the loudest point here. I'll stop that. Let's put it back up to roughly where we were before, 19.4. There we go. Now let's play it back. And as you can see, it's a lot louder now. Most likely too loud, but we can also adjust the volume here once we play along to the track. Then we also have transpose parameters. This one here is in semitones. So let's change that just to see what types of sounds we can get. So here you can see it's a lot lower. And let's go up. Whoa. That's really loud. I'm actually going to just adjust this down a little. This is killing my ears right now. Let's go here. That sounds beautiful. Turn it down a little more. It's definitely too loud. And this one right here adjusts in what are known as cents. And 100 cents equals 1 semitone. So I'll adjust this, but you may not even hear the difference. Oh yeah, you can hear the difference right now. This is me going up. You can see it's actually changing this one up here. The higher I go. So I'm going to put that right back down again. So let's play this sound along to the track and let's find the correct tone that we're looking for. So here we go. Oh, I need to switch off solo. Here we go. Oh, there we go. 8 cents sounds about right. So that's cool. Let's just listen back again, soloing it. Very nice. Another really cool effect that we can create from here is this button right here, which will reverse our sample. So let's see what that sounds like. And as you can see, it's just switched it around, inverted it. Let's see what this sounds like. Cool. I'm going to reverse it right back because I like it kind of crescendoing in. Then we have some more adjustments that we can make here. These are the warp settings. But like I mentioned at the beginning, we're not going to be doing anything with warping because that is a whole course unto itself. We're just going to be recording raw audio right now. And the reason this warp button is on is because you need the warp button on and the loop button on in order for this to loop. Otherwise, it will just play and stop. So I'm going to leave these settings as they are now, and let's do some basic sound design using some of Ableton's effects. So let's take a look. I think a reverb would be very nice. So let's just drag that on here. Just going to up the decay time. Just makes it sound a little more distant and ambient. And I think I'm going to add a delay. Let me go to the echo delay. I really like that. I'm going to put it before the reverb. And I'm going to load in the drum flanger preset. Wow, that's giving it a really eerie sound. I might actually dial down this dry wet signal. Ooh, that sounds cool. Okay, let's see what it sounds like with the music. All right, so the challenge for this tutorial is to take the audio that you created, mess around with the settings here to get used to what they do, and also add some effects, even just to experiment. If you don't want to keep the effects on, just take them off again, but just experiment around how you can use audio files and then create some cool sounds using the effects. Okay, so up next, I'm just going to briefly summarize what we've learned in this module, and then we're going to move on to the next module.